Happy Tuesday, and welcome to the Ram Ashram Satsang practice session, where you will learn a modern Satsang method for obtaining peace, light, and love in your life. My name is Eddie, and I will be introducing the facilitator for today's event. But first, I'd like to give you a brief overview of this Satsang session. If you direct your attention towards your screen, you'll see the first element is Satsang. Satsang is a scientific method whereby we may obtain peace, light, and love in our life. It requires no physical skill, spiritual accomplishment, or meditation experience to begin this practice. Satsang consists of two words, Sat and Sang. Sat means positive energy, and Sang means to be with or to be in the presence of. Therefore, the word Satsang means to be in the presence of positive energy. The next element is meditation. Meditation is an important part of Satsang. When we meditate, we withdraw consciousness from worldly objects and direct it inwards to focus on a single thought. In doing so, Our minds become calm and our thoughts become pure, thereby allowing us to obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. Inner orientation. There are two types of satsang, inner satsang and outer satsang. An example of outer satsang would be chanting or attending pilgrimages. When we practice outer satsang, we have the potential to change our behavior. But only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. The satsang that you will learn today is an inner satsang where we meditate in silence. Group session. These practice sessions are structured for group participation. When we meditate as a group, our focus is improved and our personal progress along our spiritual path is expedited. By regularly attending these practice sessions, the benefits of group participation are amplified. Joy and inner happiness. All beings wish to experience joy. Joy is the eternal longing of the soul. But only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain a joyous state. Each time we practice satsang, our inner happiness gradually increases, ultimately culminating in a state of joy, which we experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The agenda for today consists of 3 sessions: the informative session, the practice session, and the interactive session. During the informative session, a lecture will be given about a satsang topic, the founder, or some relevant spiritual topic. During the practice session, you receive instructions on how to meditate, followed by a period of practice. During the interactive session, you have the opportunity to ask questions, or there'll be a panel discussion. And now, I'd like to introduce the facilitator for today's event. He has over 40 years of satsang experience. He is the grandson of Guru Maharaj, the founder of Ram Ashram Satsang. He was born into a satsang family where he experienced his family members obtain states of enlightenment and lead lives of peace, light, and love. At an early age, he began traveling with the mission throughout India, facilitating satsangs. And during that time, he witnessed the positive effects that satsang could have on mankind. And upon arriving to the United States, both he and his wife continued to facilitate satsangs for local satsangees. He has led teams of satsang members in translating important satsang literature into English and has worked tirelessly to make satsang more accessible to Western and English-speaking audiences. He currently travels throughout the United States, India, and England, facilitating satsangs while maintaining his duties as a husband, a father, and an IT executive. Today, he will teach us a rare and ancient form of satsang as taught by Guru Maharaj. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sanjeev Kumarji.
Thanks, Eddie, and happy Tuesday, everyone. Today I just had one thought that I wanted to share. Basically, Guru Maharaj has written that this process of meditation includes karma, upasana, and gyan. So if we go to the pyramid, the second, third, and fourth realm, the second one is more about outer meditation or action-oriented meditation than the realm of the mind. So that's the realm of life, realm of the mind. We focus, concentrate, and basically go into the inner meditation mode, from outer meditation to inner, and then that takes us to the next step of call it higher consciousness, higher awareness, becoming hardwired differently. We have talked about like neuroplasticity. But what he says is that when you, so there are actions that have to be performed in the sense that you have to decide to come to the session. you sit, then be it music in this case, but it would be prayers in the traditional sense. So there are things that are happening or you're doing, um, almost like pre-meditation. So that's the action-oriented aspect. In kirtans and mantras. You are doing some action. Here also, while it is very limited, there is some action to be taken. It's not um, a focal point like in some other cases it might be. Um, but then you go into deep silent meditation. That is when what you're doing, where you are, who you are, and all that kind of melds into this transcendental energy. That's the second stage. But then that results into this, so when you forget about and detach from what is happening, uh, you know, you go into a mode which is um, beyond this meditation, and that's when this higher awareness state comes in. So basically, karma, upasana, and gyan, or realm of life, realm of mind, and realm of knowledge or light. Um, all three are bundled in this process, in the sense that uh, you know you start with some action, you then go into uh, deep meditation, and that results into higher consciousness. Um, so in a way, you can differentiate these three, but in another way, it's just transition into meditation, and then you get this into this state, and when you absorb that energy, when you get to a deeper meditation, things just start opening up. It's reflection, it is contemplation, it is um, you know in a way, Guru Maharaj says that uh, you know you like uh, like when you visualize, or when you get to the resulting state of this meditation, uh, you know it's it's uh, uh, it's almost like um, there are things that become clearer. You become aware in a way that was just not otherwise, you know. Um, like- so it's like almost extraordinary from that perspective. Um, and then he also talks about, you know, um, like when you are chanting, or when you are um, just reciting a mantra, or prayers, that um, there is action, but then even in there, you get these deeper states where you are almost like uh, visualizing it, or you are so integral to that thought that its action, goes into the next state where you are able to uh, see what it means, or visualize what that mantra or that prayer is talking about. Um, And then he also differentiates between name and when a certain name. So if somebody, calls your name, or just thinks about that name, then you know um, the form, or like literally uh, the the person also. So the name is associated with something, and that form, becomes they are both kind of intertwined. So um, some processes focus more on the so mantra is nothing but uh, you know you are reciting something that actually has a form or a meaning. Um, and so you start with the name, you get to the form, you start with the form, where in this case it's light. You also get to so it's um, the form and the name are intertwined and interconnected. And so uh, so in a way, light is the form, and God or divinity, or whatever name that you want to associate with it, with the transcendental energy, just comes with it. Um, so Guru Maharaj basically said that, go with the more universal form, uh, and everyone can have their own name, but that doesn't really should not affect that we all could be basically meditating on transcendental energy, but the form that we uh, think about is the light. But the name could be any one of our choices, and that should not matter. So that's in a way very unifying and universal, uh, you know, process in a way that he started and worked towards. So anyway, we will get into the meditation now. Um, so basically, eyes lightly closed, and think of this transcendental energy in form of light right here, right now, and it's entering our heart and distributing throughout our body, and we are becoming one with this light. Still and relaxed posture, and eyes lightly closed, and just think of this transcendental energy in form of light that's entering our heart and distributing throughout our body, and we are becoming one with this light. When mind wanders away, which it will, just bring it back to this thought and this thought alone. The transcendental energy is right here, right now, in form of light. It's entering our heart, distributing throughout the body, and we are becoming completely and totally immersed. We'll start with music. Music fades away, and we go deep into this transcendental meditation, in deep silent meditation on transcendental energy, and then we transition out to music again. Let's start now. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Good that we are here in Satsang. And next, I think it is the Sunday that is Guru Purnima or Guru's Day. The 20, Sunday. But the Guru Purnima immersive weekend at my place would be 26th, 27th, and 28th. So yeah, if it appears I'm excited and distracted and not focused, then that explains. But there is another reason. I actually just got a first glimpse of the Satsang app. That's, so I think by Guru Purnima we'll have an app in place, and coming along with it is a course, 5-week online course. Coming with that is a whole new website. So yeah, very excited. So Liz, it's a Tuesday and you're here. That I hope it's because it was a good day.
Hello, everyone. Yes, it was a good day. Just wanted to join because I couldn't join on Saturday. So nothing bad, nothing alarming. Sorry, I'm in my kind of cozy little thing here. No, I don't have much to say. I'm so sorry, but I had a great meditation. I just felt like I needed to catch up with this wonderful meditation group and be in satsang with you because it always lifts my spirits and calms my mind. So that's exactly why I joined tonight, and that's exactly what happened. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll call you. Let's see if you can join on the weekend of 26th, 27th.
Oh yes, I have to check my little planner, and I will see if I can. 26th and 27th. Where that information is posted on your website, right?
I'll send you.
Okay.
Yeah, it is there, but I think that's what we need to fix before go into the app mode and all that.
Well, congratulations on the launching of the app. That's exciting.
Yeah, this actually is very interesting. I was looking at it as a much later next step, and suddenly, things happen. Then, yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. I think the more I think about it is, developing a community around course as well as the whole practice. I think it'll be good. Let's see. And
no doubt.
Much more engaging and immersive in terms of content sharing as well. So I think hopefully that'll make the difference. Yeah, good to see you, Eddie. What's the good word today?
Just when you mentioned form and formless, I don't know, for some reason I sort of took to that and tried to relate that to what we do here, Ramashram Satsang, because it seems like both actually, right? We visualize Guru, but we do it in the sense that it's a form of light. But in any sense, it does it really matter, right? I mean, do both, whether you meditate on a form or a formless a thought, um, do they both get you to the place you're trying to get?
So that is where I think the crux lies, of, you know, can your journey be efficient and effective, which this could be, but what happens is that what is interesting is, that say, same thing applies, uh, you know, in Hinduism, but even in Christianity, God and Son of God, and Son of God is human, you know, like literally human manifestation of God. So what the reason, um, if it is a non-human form like light, it's very difficult to relate to um, and fathom. Uh, and because of that, at least to start with, you have to have, or at least for people who, like, let's say, when we talk about transcendental energy, people, and again and again, ask me how to visualize that. And then it's very hard for me, or for anyone to, uh, it's like something that transcends the world. How would you describe that? For example, what I think about is, if we look at, sun being 93 million miles away and has this energy and light that is responsible for almost all life on Earth. So imagine that, and then imagine, there are probably thousands and thousands, or maybe millions of such stars in the galaxy, and then so on and so forth. So when you look at this transcendental energy, it is beyond imagination, and hence, so like, in the Hindu myth, Vishnu has multiple manifestations, uh, some in human form and some in non-human form, and nobody really, most people connect with the human forms. So while we say God is omnipresent and omnipotent, and it's, it's, to me, it's transcendental energy, but how do you visualize or fathom that energy? How do you relate to it? So typically you start as the human form, or human manifestation. And that's what Santmat, or the the thought process where Guru is also and is the manifestation of God. Actually, Guru Maharaj, who physically and internally started looking like his guru, he basically was so heavily focused on like connecting and orienting himself in ways that is beyond expression. His view was, transcendental energy, once you think about it manifesting anywhere, that is essentially, the definition of God. So to him, there was no difference between a guru who manifests that transcendental energy versus any other form that any other religion thinks of. So people who, um, connect to these human forms, provided they are like really embodying that transcendental energy, would go much, much, much faster because you can relate very well. You are like, and this quote unquote, the proximity is matters in the sense that Vipassana, which is really sitting in front, it's, that's how we meditate. If you actually manifest it in a way that you are actually sitting right in front of this manifested transcendental energy in conscious form, uh, then it's like, then you have to make no effort. You're there, right? You are right there. So the fastest path would be that you actually sit right in front of this manifested transcendental energy. Then there's nothing to do. There's no effort required. There is no time required. It's done. So, but the thing is that until unless you relate to it, you are completely and totally convinced that that is the fact, then only this transfer of power happens. So did I confuse you or answer that question?
No, that makes good sense. Certainly what you said about our ability to relate to a form a lot easier than formless.
Yeah. But the thing is, so it's very the uh, one of the folks uh, who used to travel a lot with my father used to say that uh, all these concepts uh, seem to have like uh, you look sometimes it's this is true and that is true as well. So and he used to give so many examples, and this one Guru Maharaj used to say that if you relate to this formless energy in a way that you think about this manifestation as actually human, then you lost it again. Right? So it's like, it's the thing is that you are connecting to and manifesting this transcendental energy. But when you connect it through a human form, and history says that most of the people were able to do that, uh, faster, better, more effective, more convincing in a human form. But, uh, if you, again, if you just relate to it, the person as human, then also it's not exactly what you need to do. So it is the conscious form, but manifesting, this transcendental energy, and understanding that through this human form, you are actually connecting to that. So, yeah, that is where I think it just, crossing this bridge is the biggest challenge for anyone who eventually wants to get there. Be it any religion, any thought process, any ideology. But the interesting thing is that it has been happening. People have been rising to the highest levels of consciousness throughout the ages, but very, 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 very few, because crossing that bridge is the difficult one. So as soon as, so interesting part, Eddie, is that you know, it's like a give and take. So tawazze is a word in Urdu where it almost encapsulate attention, connection, orientation in a way that, I mean, one example that comes to mind is like, how the mother takes care of the infant all the time, whatever she's doing, she would be thinking about, where the infant is. And, so almost like 24/7, you know, um, attention and the connection and orientation. It's like all sorts of things. It's hard to describe, but that is the level when the give and take would happen. So you ought to have some ari or some form that is embodying this formless, and then anybody who actually is in the receiving mode, it's like lighting the candle from a candle which already has the light. So that connection is needed. Otherwise, it won't happen. So the giver and the taker have to be in certain state for this process to take place, but can be, very, very quick. But yeah, fascinating. Okay, anything else? Anita ji, Omkar, Shweta ji, Kiran ji? Okay, on that note, then we'll see you soon. I think next weekend is, I think Guru Purnima is actually on next weekend, so hopefully we can, celebrate next weekend, but the week after is our celebration. So I'll look forward to all of that. So light, love, and peace be with you. Good night, and see you all.
Thank you so much.